Oh yeah, let me grab this right quick. Breakfast. I promise this is not a sponsored video. Wait for it. Okay, what's up people? Welcome back to the channel. Some ASMR. Do you like my plant? Okay people, we are well and truly in the midst of a rest day. However, hashtag entrepreneur, hashtag grind until we die, don't sleep till I die, hashtag all of that. I still want to get a video for you lot. So we're gonna do a Q&A. And these, I did want to keep a part of the prep just because when you get deeper into prep, people get more curious, people ask more questions. So I picked out the best ones from Instagram. If you're not following me, go follow the Instagram. What the fuck is you doing? Support me. Let's get right into it. This is rest day mode right now. Look like a goddamn teddy bear. Question number 1. How has your training changed since the start of prep to now? It hasn't. Next question. Wait, hold up. That's something to keep in mind. Your training shouldn't really change. You should be trying to maintain everything to your best ability, okay? If I was to go on prep and then instantly change the workout split, or you can adjust the workout split, but like go low weight, high reps and stuff, it just wouldn't make sense. For me, exact same split, same movements, maintain lifts as much as possible, keep intensity up, and we're good. Man, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling prep. The philosopher in me is coming out. Posing practice. Glenn, have you started posing practice? I have not. Okay, you may be like, Glenn, what the fuck are you doing? You're planning on doing a classic show this year. I know I am. I know what the fuck I'm doing. However, I do have a plan, okay? I'm going to Houston from 1 month out, and I promised myself that once I hit Houston, I'll be at like a level of condition where I can pose and tweak things because I can see the minute details and I can see the grains and the veins, and I feel like posing will be a lot more productive then. Whereas right now, if I was posing, I don't know my sweet spots because I could have a little bit of fat here, a little bit of fat there, a little bit of fat there. I apologize. But you get what I'm saying. The visuals will be easier to tweak, manipulate to my benefit. So from 1 month out, once I hit Houston, I'm probably gonna try and get somebody to coach me with posing, even with men's physique, and then just make it ritual. It's part of the daily routine. Are you still using the bike for cardio? No, I actually retired from the cardio corner at the back, the bike. I just felt like it was too much of a leg workout. I'm trying to maintain as much leg size as possible. Is that me just overthinking and being a bit? Probably, but if it makes just 1% difference, me jumping on a treadmill instead of doing an absolute killer leg workout out on that bike to maintain, bro, prep brain is real. To maintain as much leg size as possible, I'm gonna do it. Is it gonna make a difference in the grand scheme of things? I don't know, but it's not much of a difference to me, you know. I probably prefer the treadmill anyway. How do you plan on celebrating after the show? Man, don't get my brain thinking, bro. I'm in the depths of it right now. I'm on 1900 calories. I'm definitely gonna do another full day of eating soon, just because the diet has just changed so drastically. We're like digging, okay? And I weirdly fucking enjoy this shit. I enjoy the suffering that I'm enduring right now. Is this a fetish? Who knows? Is it a fetish that will benefit me this year? Yes. But if I was to just think briefly, I don't want to get too deep into it. I'm going to enjoy some good ass food with some good people. I'm going to get some good training sessions in. I don't know exactly what I'm going to eat. I'm completely not food focused. I'm not thinking about food items out of certain US restaurants, or I'm not deep in anything like that. I'm trying to stay locked in here. So that hasn't even been a thought for me. However, this year I just feel like celebrating is not too heavily on the cards for me. I have big goals this year, not just with this show. And I just feel like distractions like that are only ever going to hold me back. There will be a celebration, okay, after the show, but I'm talking like, you know, when you come back into your regular routine and you're just out partying every weekend, and I feel like those days may take a dip. How rewarding does it feel when you've completed your prep and you are on stage? This is actually a good one, because when you're actually on the stage, you're tunnel vision. It's wartime. It's an emotional roller coaster, but it's like you have some fuel burning in you when you're on stage. It's like a competitive nature in you because you just put in some fucking graft. You're on stage now to present. You are facing against people, whether you want to believe bodybuilding is a solo sport or not. If you want to win, you need to be him. You need to be him. So it's like locked in. I almost black out every time I'm on stage. I never really remember it. Or maybe I was just drunk. No, but I never remember actually being on stage. Briefly, but it's all just, it just happens. And then when you get off the stage, that's when like the emotions kick in and you get overwhelmed with just every emotion under the sun. That feeling is like indescribable. It's happiness, it's joy, it's pride, it's everything. It's the most rewarding feeling I've ever felt in my life to date. That's a fact. And let me take a sip of my breakfast. I don't actually drink this shit, by the way, like for breakfast. It's like 2 p.m. I haven't eaten a single thing, and I knew I needed to film this, and I just thought cracking a can with this mic would be cool. Fuck it. If you weren't competing, going for a pro card, would you still have gone enhanced? Now this question, like I asked myself this year, would I still have went to the dark side? I don't know the answer because I don't know what my perspective would have been on life. I don't know what position I would have been in. If I'd never competed, I could be like running another business or doing some avenue, because that's the thing with me, I'll always be working on something. So I don't know what that something would have been, because all the times where I was doing the preps, I would have been building something else. It could have been this. And who knows, like maybe if I had a channel with like 1 million subs and life was just at a linear rate of success, I could have been too busy to think about the bodybuilding as a sport and what goes into that. But look, I am where I am right now. My goals are set for me right now. So that's like, it's nothing I can never actualize through words, because everything would have just been different. Oh, you're killing me. Any cheat day vlog soon? Yeah, one next week. We have a 10,000 calorie challenge next week. Unfortunately, the food videos will have to wait. Okay, but there will be food videos after prep. You know it. I'm the king of that shit. What kind of content do you watch while doing cardio? Honestly, I watch a whole load of GTA RP. T Grizzly, an absolute legend. I've low-key like adapted the mentality this prep to avoid every single bad habit that I've ever picked up on prep, like needing quick dopamine hits, scrolling on TikTok, having extra coffees just because of that dopamine hit, and flavoring water because you can keep drinking water and getting that hit because you can't eat a meal. You do realize one of the hardest things about prep is cutting out all the dopamine hits that you're actually unknowingly addicted to with your normal routine and your normal life, like waking up and just getting a coffee, or waking up and making a meal, or there's like so many minute little dopamine hits that everybody has on a day-to-day basis that just keeps them happy. And when you're on something like a bodybuilding prep, a lot of that shit gets cut out, so you try and supplement it somewhere. It could be from having a tea or flavoring your water, or like some of the shit is ridiculous. But this time my approach is calm, collected. If I feel overwhelmed with feeling like I need a hit, breathe, meditate. I'm a fucking monk. And I'm not lying, it's low-key worked. I'm mellow, I'm laser vision focused, I'm suffering, but do I look like I care? You probably can't tell because you can't see nothing in these eyes. But yeah, I watch GTA RP. Just because it's long form, and T Grizzly's a legend, simple as. And other shit, like lifestyle shit. I don't really watch any fitness or nothing like that. Do you prefer being fully bulked or cut? Honestly, this is a great question and I have a good answer. I physically prefer being bulked up, but I mentally prefer the cut, just because of who I become on a prep. A cut maybe not as much, but like a prep where there's a deadline and you need to push that extra mile and you need to go through some shit. I love who I become in the trenches, really. I built some sick habits. My work ethic just rises. I'm disciplined. There's so much. I love who I become after a difficult journey like prep. And if I was that Glen, 365 days a year, I'd probably be a multi-millionaire right now with 15 online businesses. And yeah, you would be mind blown what simple distractions in life are holding you back from doing. That's no joke. So yeah, physically bulked, I feel like superhuman, but mentally, I enjoy the suffering. How low will your calories go this prep? Okay, so we are 7 weeks out and my calories are already at 1900 calories. I have my HUD up this whole video. Anyway, I'm currently on 1900 calories and I'm 7 weeks out. So I did say to the coach this time, there is no limit, okay? I don't care if I have to go on 1 calorie for 8 months, I'm doing it. There's nothing left on the table this prep. That's the difference between this prep and last prep. I held back last prep consciously because the goal wasn't show day, the goal was after show day. The content ideas, the strategies I had in place to execute for this, but this time the goal is the show. So nothing is left on the table. I said, Gary, kill me. He said, no, we need you alive. I said, that's a good point, but come damn near close. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe if I had to guess, I'm thinking like we could scoop down to like 1500. Who knows? Honestly, who knows? I'm just going to check in. Okay, what's mentally different between this prep and the last? I think it's that I held back. And again, that wasn't a bad thing. That was honestly a really good thing for business. I held back. It was a level of condition that I was able to maintain without feeling out of whack, without feeling like super food focused or my life was affected. Everything was sweet. But this time it's the all or nothing mentality. Yeah, that's really the only difference. Plus, I'm a bit more weather to this shit now. Like I'm more okay with the low calories. There's less panic, there's less overthinking about food, there's less, food is just numbers, it's fuel. I strategically place it where it needs to be, and I go. Let me just double check this is still filming. A great question column. How do you find going to bed hungry? Do you struggle to sleep sometimes? This is like one of the biggest mental factors that you need to get over with prep. I've almost weirdly convinced myself that feeling hungry is a really good thing, because when I'm hungry, I'm burning fat. Even though you're not burning fat when you're hungry, okay, like in that moment, but just adapting that mentality and that sensation of feeling hungry, because it's just a feeling, it does go. If you've ever fasted for a long period of time, hunger goes. And I almost view it as a positive. So when I feel hungry, I'm like, yes. It sounds weird as fuck, it sounds sick, it sounds twisted. Definitely don't get used to that. Okay, because you may develop some weird body dysmorphia, but I'm nowhere near that point. It's like a mental hurdle that I can just jump over straight away. I feel hungry, it's a good thing. And it low key just goes, it disappears. So yeah, it's not too bad. Plus, I went through a phase of like 3 weeks where I was hungry beyond belief before bed, and now I'm just not. So maybe I've beat hunger. Maybe I've cracked the code. How do you balance prep and YouTube? I'm not gonna lie, since being on prep, even though I physically have to do more with my day to day, I actually do have more time for this because there's no social distractions. There's no a night out and I feel like ass for 2 days, or I'm just less of me for 2 days, and I have lazy habits because I'm bulked up on 4,000 calories. And yeah, I feel sharp. I feel woke right now. And again, I have more time to do this anyway. It's all I really have to do, man. Plus again, I've adapted the mentality that as much as I'm doing the show, this is my career, so you come first, so be happy about that. Yeah, so it's not too bad. Again, the mind is sharper, I have a good routine, so to fit this in, I just slot it into a place in the day, and it just makes sense because I live that same day every day, you know what I'm saying? But the biggest thing is no distractions. So tips to grow your social media for fitness. I've made stories about this and they went low-key viral. I don't know how I got like 60k views on an Instagram story about this, but I spoke on this topic, and I was saying that if I was to start fresh now, I wouldn't make a YouTube channel. I would have an Instagram, but I would go all out on TikTok, or just short form, so like reels and stuff, but mainly TikTok. Like I would be a TikTok personality, just because the reach is dumb on that platform. And it's definitely something that I'm fucking lacking now, and I need to get locked in, because I know if I want to blow up this with this prep, if I like double down on TikTok and just become an absolute personality on there while getting absolutely shredded, it's only gonna convert outrageously back to the tube, which will always be number one, man. This shit's my baby. But I'm definitely gonna make some sort of content plan for TikTok and just go all out on it, probably in the next week or two. So if you want to follow my TikTok, just search the name Glen Gillen. I think I have like 24,000 followers on TikTok. I have no idea how. Just cut up some old food videos and got millions of views. So yeah, the kid is active. But yeah, man, I would focus on reach. Reach is king. If you can have sick content and adapt to a platform that can give you reach, that's the recipe, man. Why make it harder on yourself? Why go to a market that's of less demand, like YouTube, long form content in general, and try and get the same reach as something that's in more demand, like short form content? So I would make a TikTok, I would make an Instagram, and I would absolutely autopilot short form content. Walk us through a typical day in the life right now. Okay, so what's the biggest challenge so far this prep? Honestly, nothing. No, there isn't the biggest challenge right now, it's just prep. So yeah, I don't have the answers to that right now, but I can imagine there will be one in the next 3 to 4 weeks. You mentioned you're involved in other business ventures. Can you share any? This is something that I've low-key never spoke about on this, like business moves that I'm thinking of. I obviously do when I'm like dropping something, or there's a product coming out, like a merch drop or a new sponsor. But I feel like this year I'm a whole lot more business savvy. I'm always thinking of ways to add streams of revenue. One is something that I haven't got a launch date for right now, but it's like, this is gonna be my fucking baby when this drops. This is gonna be something that I'm gonna take to the moon with me. I'm gonna nurture, I'm gonna grow with this. And again, you're gonna understand when I drop it, but it's gonna be something that if you become a part of, what you get for what you give is like tenfold. But again, I'm thinking create something low cost to entry, bring everyone together to create a monster. And yeah, I have a big goal with that. I'm also low-key involved with a couple of things online right now that I may not share right now, but I feel like you lot are going to hear more and more about that as the year goes on, especially near the end of the year, which is exciting as fuck, but just stay tuned. And then obviously the thing with me is I'd want to make it wildly successful before speaking on it. What's the most important lesson you've learned from prep that you apply to other areas of your life? That's a great question, man. I would say discipline. Discipline and knowing that if you keep pushing when times are tough, you get rewarded by the universe. They are definitely the two that I carry over after prep. Just discipline, knowing I need to get something done and fucking doing it, and then being able to endure hardship for prolonged periods of time. What are the plans after prep with content and travel? Okay, we obviously have Houston in how many days? 21 days. I leave on May 25th. I'm in Houston for 2 whole months. That's like a block of time that if I create like a content plan and execute and treat this shit like a 9 to 5, who knows where I can make this go. And it is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go over there and this is gonna be my job. It's not gonna be just a pastime or doing something I love. I'll obviously love doing it, but sometimes you let yourself slack off. If you have a plan written out and this is what I need to do, this is what I need to get done, do it. Anyway, when I come back, I plan to come back in August. I was low-key offered something in August. I don't know whether I'm gonna take up on it right now, but just know the kid will be looking sharp. And then after August, I would love to go Dubai. But again, there's business things and other things I need to take care of and make sure that it's all moving in an upward direction. And then if that is, and I get the green light, I'm gone. I'm straight over to Dubai. Again, I really want to make sure that all this shit, like the tube and stuff, is growing. Because if that's growing, everywhere else is going to be more productive to me. If I go over to Dubai and this shit's popping, collab opportunities are lined up like that, it makes everything just snowball more. Okay, so yeah, Houston back here, maybe take up a huge deal, and then to Dubai is what I believe the plan is for the year. It could change though. Honestly, shit just changes quick in life. And then content, who knows, man? Just know that I'm gonna give it everything. So the prep, I have to film a prep series, but after that, it's gonna be assess, create strategic plans and execute. So there'll be a whole lot of content. So look forward to it. I haven't taken a sip of the breakfast in a minute, man. I hope you lot are appreciating the long video. Favorite US fast food item? Oh, don't make me think about food, man. Nah, I'm joking. This ain't shit. I would have to say, honestly, that's like one of the most difficult questions I've ever had to answer. I think on certain days it would be a Popeye's crispy chicken sandwich with buffalo sauce, and then on other days it would be something like greasy as fuck. Like honestly, I can't think. I low-key have prep brain. I'm gonna have to give that one a rain check. I need to go back and like watch the videos of the cheat day and something will spark. But off the top of the head, Popeye's crispy chicken sandwich. Actually wait, Chick-fil-A sauce. Fuck. Okay, I'm leaving this question. I don't want to think anymore about it. Last question. I'm sure this video is long as fuck. If you win the pro card, do you quit bodybuilding? Look, one goal at a time. Just me and knowing who I am and what I stand for. I feel like if I achieve a pro card, whether it's this year or next year or the year after, whenever I achieve a pro card, the competitive nature in me will want to make me keep going, because if I win a pro card, I'm still then labeled a bottom tier pro, and I don't like that. So who knows? I doubt it's the end. Okay, I doubt I'm gonna win a pro card and just call it quits, unless other areas of my life just like go dumb crazy, like the channel blows up or one of the business ventures I'm mixed in with now blows up and I'm busy in other areas of life and I'm still loving what I'm doing. It could take a back seat, but again, man, I'm a free spirit right now. I'm taking it day by day, people. Anyway, lads, I'm gonna wrap up this video. I want to get it edited and up tonight. Let me know if you fuck with these, like the sit down more raw style Q&As, a bit longer too. I definitely want to do one or two more on this prep. Just want to get a bit deeper, and I want to film another full day of eating. Let me know if the plant was a good attribute to the shot. Appreciate you all watching. Make sure you drop the video a like if you watched to this far. Just know that the next project I'm launching is for people like you, man. I would thump my chest now, but I'd probably break the mic. My fucking family. That's it. Subscribe to the channel. See you all on the next one.